Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about winter and in particular how you can improve your chances of generating more income. I'm going to talk about some little ideas and little tips and things along the way. They might not all be applicable, but hopefully it'll get you thinking and you can get through the winter. So obviously being a gardener, it is the hardest time of year. So when I talk about winter, I'm talking about specifically December, January and February. Now, before we go any further, I've got, I think it's 3 videos. So I'll be going into my 3rd winter this year. This is getting filmed mid-August. And I've done a few videos comparing my 1st year to my 2nd year. So I'll link those below, and they're probably worth a watch because I'll literally tell you how much I made in those months in real money. So yes, so my 1st winter, we just had our little girl 3 months before, and I didn't advertise, and I didn't really want to be out much. You know, I obviously wanted to be around the house, so slightly different. 2nd winter wasn't bad, but the biggest tip I can get is preparation for the winter starts sort of in March for me. Because I've got a winter fund, and any surplus money that I do get goes into that winter fund, and that just builds throughout the year. So in my mind, I'm preparing and planning as though I'm not going to get a single job, so I've got the money there to see us through the winter. And obviously, you know, any work that I do get, I consider it bonus money, and then whatever's left from the winter fund can be put back into the business. And help pay off, you know, all the like tax, national insurance, and all that kind of thing. So that's me biggest piece of advice: start early and put as much away for the winter as you can. Second one, and I forget who told me this, but someone did tell me this on YouTube. It is, if possible, when you're getting towards this time of year, is if you get any sort of big hedge work and things come in, just try and put them back. Say, I can do them, would you mind waiting a little bit? And I can give them a date, you know, give them a rough idea. And most of the time people will be happy to do so. If they're not, don't lose the work. Try and, you know, if you can fit it in, but just try and push these bigger jobs back. Garden clearances as well, although that might be a bit more pressing. If things are really overgrown, people might want to get them done now. But yeah, that's just basically the principle of it. Any bigger jobs that could be left, so they're not too crazy of a job, because obviously everything grows still. If you can leave some big hedges for over the winter, try and do it, and that's something that I'm going to try and do this winter. Another one, which again was another comment on my channel, and it's definitely something I'm going to try, and it's not something I'd considered really, but it's so simple when you say it. So all my lawn cuts, like most of us, are fortnightly. What I'm going to do, so what I normally do is send around a text message when I've done the last kind of visit to the garden, is just say, thanks for the work, I will be working over the winter, because people assume you stop as well, so it's important to tell people that you're going to be keep on working, because I do get a lot of surprised reactions to that. I was like, oh, you still work? I thought you'd be having a rest. It's important to tell people that you're still working. But I'm also going to tell them this year, if you want, I can cut your lawn once a month, and that just keeps it nice. It gets kind of all the leaves, all the bits of sticks, all the bits of crap, you know, that gets kind of blown onto the lawn during winter. It kind of hoovers that up and just keeps sort of the lawn ticking over. And if you explain it in such a way that is a little bit better than that, you know, people might take you up on that. And if you can, you know, if you can get maybe 20 to 30% take you up on that, that's regular income for 3 months. Not a massive chunk, but you're a good little baseline, a good starter. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to do that. And again, I can't remember who mentioned that in the comments, but I thought, when I read it, I thought, yeah, what a good idea, and why didn't I think of that type of thing? So yes, brilliant. Yeah, so I talked about preparing for winter in March. In terms of advertising, I'd say from now, August, September, you want to be sort of hammering that advertising, you know, reasonably, not spamming people or whatever. So however you advertise, I normally advertise on Facebook. I will also be messaging customers as well. So however you advertise, you want to kind of do like a winter promotion. I don't mean cheaper when I say promotion. I mean kind of specialize in kind of a few areas that is winter work. So kind of hammer home to people what they might need in their gardens. So hedge work, pruning. You can advertise you do clearances and stuff like that. So that needs to start kind of September-ish time, just to allow people to see it and to tell people and all that kind of thing. So moving away from gardening a little bit, and this is something that I want to do for YouTube this year. I've been meaning to do it for the last couple of years really, is build some Christmas wreaths, door wreaths, and I made one a couple of years back. If I can find the picture, I'll put it on now. And I enjoyed the process. I did enjoy it, and I think I'm gonna just sort of make 10 maybe if I have time. That's the thing, if I have time, because we're moving house soon, and we're hoping to be maybe in a couple of months' time. So I imagine it's going to be a bit hectic. So the idea of me making some lovely Christmas decorations and wreaths and things sounds nice in my head, but in reality, I'm not sure my girlfriend will want us to be making them. I think there'll be quite a bit to do around the house, but anyway. So yeah, so I do plan on sort of doing some Christmas decorations, wreaths, wooden snowmen, the reindeer dog things, and out of logs. If you've got sort of basic DIY skills, these are fairly simple to do, and you've already got an audience, kind of a market there for you in terms of your customers. And they'll probably realise that winter is a hard kind of time for gardeners, and they'll probably want to help you out a little bit. So, it might be worth doing it. It's not going to bring in loads of money, but if you've got a bit of time and you want to do something a little bit different, a little bit creative, and just have a little bit of fun with it, if that's your idea of fun, then go for it. So I'm going to try. I'll do my best to do that. So probably the main three things are the wreaths, the log snowmen, and the log reindeers. So Google this, by the way, if you don't know what I'm on about. They're fairly simple, and obviously just charge accordingly. You could do a bit of a discount if they're an existing customer, that kind of thing. Failing that, and this is completely going away from gardening, but it might be a case of needs must, especially if you're kind of single and if you're solely responsible for your bills, and everyone's in different scenarios and different sets of circumstances. It's easier if you're with someone who's working and they're bringing in a wage, and you can maybe just top up over the winter. As I say, if you're responsible for it yourself, it's going to be a bit trickier. You might have to just get a little part-time job over the winter. Now, obviously, temp work is huge over the Christmas months. Delivery driver jobs, takeaway jobs, are really, kind of, what's the word? You can always seem to get them. And there's no shame in that whatsoever. There's no harm in that. I would definitely do that if I need to. My partner works. YouTube brings in a small amount at the moment, so that's a little bit of regular income. It does dip over Christmas, like obviously my busier months, spring and summer. I do have the winter fund, so I should be okay personally. But if you need to go and get a part-time job just to see you through the winter, just go for it. Don't think anything bad. Don't think you've failed. As I say, that the first year, albeit we just had our daughter, the first year I virtually made nothing. December, January, February, and that was, as I say, partly because I didn't advertise or really want to go out to work. But yeah, just go for it. You've got to do what's right for you. These are all ideas and just little bits of tips and advice and all that kind of thing, and you really do have to do what's right for you. Check out those 3 videos. It just of the earnings between my first year and second year. That gives you reasonable examples of what you can potentially earn, and the pitfalls and stuff. And it is a hard time, and I wish you all the best, but be thinking about that now. Winter now, you've got to think about that early. And allow yourself time and the customers time to realise you're working over winter and what you're going to be doing, and so they can tell people and prepare, and you know, it's all about preparation really. So I'm going to end that one there, guys. I hope you found this useful. Say hello in the comments if you're new, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, thanks, see you in the next one.